Yes, please send this one to me. I'll edit this one. Please, man, my brother. It's so wonderful.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes, it's so wonderful.
Where do you find these cars? But anyway.
Is he still looking for leather frame?
How you cool?
Hey.
Yeah.
Guys, what's like you guys,
Wait, whoa.
You know, I do law, right? One of the things that you must do is
to lie as a lawyer.
They teach you
To lie.
every single time.
And to deny.
Back yourself up.
With lies and more lies.
Iman, back yourself up.
If the first lie doesn't work, tell another
Hey,
lie.
did you see the court case, Maban? It was exciting.
Whose one?
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
yes. That
Oh.
guy.
Yeah, but that was riveting to you. I was like,
For you. I was like, what the hell?
no, like.
So how do you think it went?
Look, if the guy wins, then there's a problem.
Okay. Obviously he's going to
He's
win,
going
so
to
there
win.
is a
Then
problem.
there's a problem.
Let's move on. H20 show number
Something.
whatever 7 December. Get December, boss. Homonate,
Monate,
boss.
Papa.
Do you have any plans?
Nah, I'm staying at home.
Staying at home.
Mm.
When?
Yeah, I'm also staying. I'm
Welcome.
I'll be in Botswana, and I'm also gonna go to Welcome for
I'm
Christmas.
staying at home. Oh, I'll be in Botswana. I'll be in Welcome.
No,
Dude, make up
I'm
your
going
mind.
for a wedding. It's a wedding. There's nothing. It's just a wedding.
Okay.
And then I'm home, like Welcome.
Welcome. Okay.
Uh,
Ek gaan werk.
I would do that.
Then I'm
I would
sending
really
the
do
kids
that.
away for the holiday because god damn I need a rest. And I need some H2O with a dash of vodka.
Water and vodka. Sis man.
Hey, flavored water.
Oh, okay. I thought you said H2O for my
Oh, metsi.
tab. With vodka.
How would you know anyway?
No, I used to. I used to.
All right.
Dabble.
So, let us first of all, can we clarify William
Yes.
Ngamla?
Tada! You see, that's what I was always saying.
Brennan, what did we say? William, theater teacher, most likely.
Doesn't exist too.
No. No, we've had a chat with this. So on this segment of did we get any responses, names?
From
Of
the last week.
The name of the segment? Did you get?
We've got
No.
a couple.
Anything?
I'll put them down. We've got a couple.
I didn't see anything.
He is. Please don't pronounce. He said, please don't pronounce my name and surname
Why?
because he doesn't want to be like,
Yeah.
He just yeah. But there.
He's just
Do you want
William.
me to talk to him? Call him?
Do you want to call him?
No. It's okay.
Well, anyway.
Yes.
William, the theater teacher,
Uh-huh.
38-year-old theater teacher at a high school in Midlands. The chap has 2 kids and is an avid.
Let's go drink some water.
I'm an avid
and-
fisherman. He's a hunter and a traveler.
eat and do something. By the time we come back, he'll be still on line number 6.
Why do you want to read like that? We're not in a rush, right? So let's start again. William is 8 years old. He's a teacher at a high school in Midlands, right? He has 2 kids. He's an avid fisherman. He's a hunter and a traveler. Old William here owns a 2012 Land Rover Discovery 3-liter SD V6, which has been a gem. I'm sure you would agree with it.
Me, I don't understand why people don't buy this car.
Yeah, the car has recently clocked 300,000 kilometers and has served him well over the last 10 years. Now William clearly got a raise at the high school. He's ready to replace it with something newer. He has a budget of 12,000 rand. Wow. Okay. While
Per
he wouldn't,
month.
yeah, per month, without a month. While he wouldn't mind another discovery, he's also open to trying something new, ideally with modern features like
I didn't say
Apple
it's
CarPlay.
Open to try something different, not new. But anyway.
Yeah, well, different new. Ideally with modern features, né? Like an Apple CarPlay. It's not essential, but it's nice to have. Now, here's the criteria, and this is what William is looking for. Let's stick to this, please. So the car needs to be comfortable. No bakkie-based SUVs, please. He says, bouncing is great for my kids, but not for a full-grown adult. Okay.
William is funny too.
The car must have off-road capabilities, so it must be able to handle proper off-road terrain. It must have towing capacity. William is an outdoorsy type. Fuck. So towing is a must. The car must be spacious. Plenty of room is important. 7-seater, preferably, but it's not a deal breaker. The car needs to be powerful because obviously he drove a powerful SD engine car. And lastly, he doesn't want a flashy car. Something underrated, but something good.
Understated.
Okay.
Phew. That took a year.
That was a fucking essay, bro. Yes!
Took a year and a half.
Creative director, please. Get people who send
what
shorter
do you want?
requests.
What do you want? Let me look at the...
So I have selected what I went with 2 weeks ago. If you remember, for Kevin.
Yes.
I stuck
Was
to
it
the same
Kevin?
brand.
No, man. This is why I was confused. Kevin is the guy that wanted the coffee guy. Yes. The coffee guy. And he likes his car. Kevin is not the guy with Volvo.
He likes what?
went-
He likes what?
He likes his car.
The E46 station wagon. What?
Yeah, but anyway,
baby.
a
Kevin,
few-
you said a Volvo. Oh,
A
yes.
few guys actually were saying, yeah, no, I'd also go with
for the station
with
wagon.
the station wagon.
They're stupid.
I win.
stupid.
They decide, Baba, not you.
No, here we won.
Man
Baba.
is the
I
best.
won. Baba, carry on with what you
So
want.
anyway, so I've gone with the 2019 Volvo XC90 T6 all-wheel drive R design. Nah? 629. So it's 11,000 rand a month. That's my car.
With a deposit.
With
for
a
you.
deposit and a very good interest rate.
Yes.
At 600, you're 12, Baba.
Yes. How
On-
much was his budget?
On 630.
Yeah, 600 and
12.
below.
Look-
Your
look
car is
with
630.
Look with a
And you
with
know
a
he started
good-
with, guys, let's keep to budget, eh?
with a good
Let's keep to this.
Let's keep to this.
No,
eh?
let's keep to the script. In part of the
Yeah, the script is
criteria,
12,000.
the 12,000, he's got 12,000 ish. He's got an increase.
He didn't say
man.
ish, he said 12.
Got an increase. So this is my car.
This guy
I told you the guy got an increase.
You must never start with
You just give him another increase yourself.
He's just
you
got
must
an
never,
increase.
You must never
Guys,
start with, let's stick
Bon,
to the plan, eh?
Linda,
Yeah.
the car, I send you the link. Did you check the link out?
Yeah.
Nah? This is what they say per month it is. I guess.
This is a very
You see.
So anyway, this is the car that I am suggesting, mainly because it's a 7-seater. It seems like he's a good family guy.
Say kilometers.
How? But it's there
Where?
on the link.
No, I didn't see the link.
77,000 case.
You could have googled.
Yes, 77,000.
Huh.
I could have.
Yeah. So this is the car I went with. Obviously, me being a Volvo
77,000
lover.
Ks, 2019, so it's still got, no, it doesn't have motor plan.
Me being a Volvo
It's
lover.
off motor plan, eh? 5
Safety.
years, yeah.
2024 this year.
It's
Depends
off-
on the month.
Yeah, it's coming
This
off motor
car
plan.
is good. Look, it's not the best off-road car you can
That was
get.
my next question.
Nah?
Can you
Yeah.
off-road?
Yeah, it's not the best out of
Can it?
everything. Yes, it can.
It can go on gravel.
No, it can off-road, proper off-road.
Where
So
did
you
get
didn't
that?
do your homework, Linda.
I'm just asking.
You didn't do your homework.
Okay,
So
look,
anyway, look,
Tuso.
this is my car. Put my car up. Have a look at it.
Tuso, what do
I
you think?
it's a good me, personally. You know, in the sense that he says he's not looking for anything flashy.
Okay. Tuso,
right?
what do you think?
So that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, look, I'm generally skeptical of Volvo. I think from not personal experience, but someone that I know, especially as they age, quality issues with the vehicles, with the interior. I hope these ones have improved, but also hell of expensive to maintain out of motor plan. But I think the outdoors thing, yes, you can talk off-road capability. Yeah, it's a 4-wheel drive, but can this thing really go bundi bashing?
Did you guys read about
No,
the
wait,
car?
hold on. I'm looking at this specific car. Can it go bundu bashing? I doubt it. Those tires don't look like even all-terrain tires, so he's going to struggle there. That body kit, those spoilers, they're mini rocks off-road. So, nice car, but I don't think it's for him.
Another
That's
thing,
what you think.
another thing is it's How big is the engine of this car?
It's a 2-liter.
It's a high-strung 2-liter turbo. It's got electric. It's got a small engine. Look, I love these cars. They're gorgeous.
It's good looking.
It's look. If you're living in the city and you Mswati, you want this for your kids, I'd say get it with motor plan, because to maintain Volvo will always be an issue with maintenance. It will always be an issue with quality.
Quality of?
The car.
The
engine.
car.
It's like taking a slay queen camping. She's gonna come there in high heels and with weaves and everything.
When she
That
comes
doesn't fit.
back, when she comes back, you're gonna dump it because where
And then we
is
sit
this?
and make a fire. She's right upon her hair. She sits
He's
there.
gonna burn the hair.
No.
Joe, I can't sleep on the
So
ground.
I brought the Slay Queen to.
You put the slay queen to the
and
to the bush.
off-roading, Chief. It can go. It's got a permanent all-wheel drive. I don't see it having.
It's got air suspension.
Air
if that
suspension
counts
doesn't
for
mean.
anything.
You know what air suspension does? It actually makes the car go up and down.
I know.
And
But it's more
smooth,
comfortable.
More comfortable. It doesn't.
So he's comfortability once again.
Look,
We tick
he likes
box.
going off-road. He likes going fishing. He likes doing this. He likes.
You know, actually, now, honestly, I wanted to, for him, suggest a Haval. Because I take a Haval fishing all the time when I go.
It's
But
a front row. It's a front wheel drive, most.
He doesn't want that. And
Look,
compared to what he's
look,
had
your
before
car is gorgeous if you're gonna buy it for you or your wife living in the suburbs.
in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are saying that he
Climbing
cannot
pavements.
take it.
Look, no.
It's not a Bundu passion vehicle. Let's call it that. It's not.
He can't go and put it on the side. He can't go fishing prop like in it,
Yeah.
He can. He might just get stuck. And then someone...
And he'll always be worried the whole time. Can I make it? Will I make it? Oh, will I scratch it? Will I? It's not
and
rugged.
it's pretty.
You know?
It's a pretty car.
Yeah,
It is
and then
pretty.
we're going to
Which
sketch
is
that bumper.
rugged. Just read reviews about it and then...
No.
let's-
I don't have a problem with it. We talked about this Volvo. You know, that's why I was checking. Does it still have motor plan? Maybe if it's got motor plan. Yeah, but look.
But also the cost of extending it and all that.
Maybe extended. Now it's gone over, and then the poor teacher, you won't have any money left for tax money. So, nah, and off-roading is a problem.
I don't know. It's fine. You've had
All
your
right.
say. I've had my say. He'll have his say, and the guys will have their say.
Okay,
So many
so
cars.
I struggled to make a choice. I thought I must give him options. My initial thought was 2019 Jeep Wrangler 2.8 CRD Sahara, 574,900. That's the price. It's got 100,000 kilometers.
The first thing you ask for, comfortable. I'm just saying.
Okay?
When
No.
I saw this car.
I've been in a Wrangler. Look, we can compare. There are more comfortable SUVs, but this is, and as the Jeep website says, it is a leather type frame, not a leather frame.
What is the difference?
I am not. No, I read up on it.
It's a
No, I read up on it.
Leather
It's a
type,
bit.
my
No,
brother.
listen, I read up on it. It's slightly more
Leather frame
comfortable.
is generally, there's a ladder, which is the bottom part, and there's a top part. You generally come together.
So we're
It's
talking
not a
about
unibody.
chassis here.
Yes, it's not a unibody. Unibody is the unibody.
Yeah, leather frame because it's shaped like a leather. It
Yeah.
lies like this, and it's got
then
all
you
these,
put
and
the
then they
car
put
on
all the
top.
components on top.
And then you can separate the two. So a leather frame is generally uncomfortable because
But it's stronger, especially
it's
for
stronger
off-roading.
for off-road.
Yeah.
But your
But it's
Range
not
Rovers, your Land
comfortable.
Rovers have, actually the Defender has got two frames. It's got a leather frame. That's why they say it's got two suspension. It's got a leather frame and an air suspension on it. So it's rugged, but it's also smooth and soft. It eliminates. But
This one has only got
A leather type frame.
leather type. So
I-
the
I
one
don't-
that is...
I do not know what a leather frame
I
and a
can
leather
Google
type
it.
is.
Jeep said
as
it's
per-
there.
As per your explanation,
And no, look, this is not comfortable. I've also been going to Durban with this thing. It's
The
not
Wrangler?
comfortable. It's not a comfortable.
Nah, I enjoyed it.
And then even the doors, they don't close very well, man.
How? What do you mean?
They close, but it feels like there's a
what's
gap.
about Tucson? This car,
quality.
I
It's all in
always-
your mind.
I always think this car is cool. It's cool
just cool.
looking.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah?
It's good
Cool
off-road.
looking.
It's good off-road.
It's a
Good
Bundu passion
off-road.
car. It will do all those things. The only thing it's not as comfortable as
Look,
others.
man, Mr. Shakespeare wants something comfortable. He doesn't want to be bouncing around.
Okay.
the
No,
car.
it's bouncing
Like a
around this
seven-
car, yeah.
Okay, sharp. If that won't be
It's
suitable
like
for
a bike,
him,
he's got a leather cheese frame.
That's why he doesn't
Yeah,
want.
and the reason why it's done that, it should be able to rotate quite. So it should be able to, and it's a good thing for off-roading. On the freeway, with those big tires, have you heard the sound that thing makes?
It's character, man.
There's no character. You're going to have a headache.
Character.
Feel a lento.
Right. But if he doesn't, you might just buy it.
Feel a lento.
The next option I thought of, if the suspension is a problem, 2018 Range Rover Sport SE SDV6. He did say he likes the SDV6 engine. 589,900 rands, 100,000 Ks. Might be flashy, but I mean, it's an SE. It's not an HSE. It doesn't really look flashy, but it will do all those things that he wants. It's got air suspension. It'll go off road. It will do all of that. If he thinks that's flashy, I don't think his car is bad. I like the Disco 4. There's a 2016 SDV6, 584,995 is the price, and the mileage is 80,000 Ks. So that one's hit 300,000. Just trade it in for this one.
Yeah, the Disco I like.
Look, the Jeep is uncomfortable. It doesn't have space.
Where it doesn't have space?
At the back.
Backseat?
Yeah, Chief. I can't fit in the backseat of that car. I promise you. I promise you. As a friend of mine, we went to Durban with it. He's in PE. His in-laws have got it. The CRD, the 4-door. I don't understand why Jeep is so big. It's look, I love the Jeep. I really do. And I like the 2-door one. To drive around and pon around and look like you got character. But
That's all.
the Range Rover, I love it. I love it. It's just flash.
Too flashy.
Range Rover just says, I got a tender.
But he won't look like he got a tender. He's
He's
white.
gonna be like,
He's
what kind of white is this guy? What kind of white is this dude?
No, Mari, in this current economy,
Look,
who knows? The white guys got the tender.
the Discovery, I think, good choice, but he's got it. It's just,
If he then broke, what how to fix it?
yeah, but I mean, you know,
but
sometimes you buy a new car,
fresh.
it must have something new, you know, getting into the same old car with the same old buttons. The only thing that changes here, and it's a SE, maybe it was a Landmark, you'll have heated seats. The Landmark will have heated seats and heated steering.
Actually, it is a Landmark. See, it's just a higher mileage.
Did you
So
see
the
a Landmark?
option,
Yeah, the Landmark. He might have leather, seats, warm, heated seats, and maybe a screen at the back there. But it's going to go into the same car. He's going to get into a car and the children won't even notice. Hey, kids, I bought a new car. Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he's the type of guy that's after those things. The car must just do certain things.
It
It's
must.
And you?
about functionality.
Look, I agree with you. I would go with the last. If you can't find anything, then stick to the old one because it's still a good car.
So just upgrade the old one, basically.
But have you ever bought two cars that are the same? I've done that. And I regretted it after. I was like, ugh,
What the hell did I do?
what the hell did they do? There's nothing exciting. You know everything. And okay, the other one had a bigger engine. So the only thing I didn't press it, I just accelerated. My choices. Look, the first choice, if you want to move away from the brand, is a Touareg. Touareg. I got a 2018 with 114 kilometers and it's 468. It can do off-roading. It's comfortable. It's not flash. No one will actually ever see you. It's actually bordering on very boring. It's a good car. I think reliability is as reliable as the Land Rover.
Power.
It's a 3-liter. It's the same-ish power. 3-liter TDI, and that TDI is in everything. Every W it's in. So it's a reliable. It's a known engine. If he doesn't like it, I don't like this car, and it's just purely on. I'm the old school guy. I like the square, but this car, this would be the perfect choice for me. Get a 2017 3-liter TD HSE. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got digital screens.
Discovery 5.
Is it a Discovery 5?
Yeah.
Is it called the
It's a
Disco
5.
5? Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look nice but it's got everything. It's upgraded. It's comfortable. It's got all the screens. It's got all the Apple Play. It's got everything that you had in your old car with more. You're just gonna lose that edge, that square, that cool look.
Ruggedness.
And it also goes under the radar. In fact, people like Tuzo are like, oh. So no one, and you can put. It's got space. It's got 7 seats. So I would actually go for this. It's 133,000 Ks, 2017 HSE. Let me give you the features. It's got digital. The speedometer is digital. There's Apple CarPlay. There is What's other Android? Heated seats, heated cooler, that thing, cooler, like in a 6-pack, and then get arrested. It's good. I don't know if it's got the screens at the back, but if it's HSE, you know what HSE stands for?
No.
High spec equity or something. High spec
You
equipment.
don't even
High
know. Why
spec
are you
equipment.
asking us?
High spec equipment. So
Okay.
high HSE, so standard equipment SE. So
Hey,
HSE high spec.
high spec.
You know, standard.
Yes.
Highly S. Don't buy it.
So what is he?
So
All
I
right.
think the best car for him to buy is just a newer one. You'll get the same engine, you'll get the same power. In fact, a bit more power, a bit more torque. Same space. In fact, the electric windows. Well, when the current one, not the electric window and electric seats, the current ones, hand the door over, you drop the seats and you pull this one and you know the seats at the back.
Oh, yeah?
You have to pull the bottom part, drop it and drop this and
So
pull it.
are these fully electric?
You know what I'm talking about.
There's a lot to go wrong, though.
Yeah.
So do you
reckon?
You must
have-
get a good warranty.
Look,
No, the possibility is there.
both these cars. What do you think?
Look,
agree
I thought of the Disco 5, but because
He
of
doesn't
my
like
feeling,
it.
so I didn't look at that. I didn't think of the Touareg. Actually, I think the Touareg is a very good choice. For the first time, it actually made sense.
As usual.
So
First
I-
time. But having looked at it now, and if I may follow you, if he's got a bit of spare change, there's the newer model. It's a 2018 though.
The Touareg.
Yeah, the Touareg.
Yeah.
V6 TDI. 148,000 K is a bit high for this new shape, but he can get into a newer car that will have all those features.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he wants to stretch it a bit by
So
30,000.
are we
rand.
saying final, Mr. Shakespeare? We are going with a Touareg.
I would say yes, the Touareg, and if he can get this newer one, must do it.
I agree with the Touareg as well.
Okay. Get the
We're not going to
Touareg.
hear the end of this.
Only no, just because I didn't think of it. I would have thought it's.
As usual, I've
Well
done my
done,
homework.
buddy.
As usual, a
Well
Touareg.
done.
I would actually still go for the Disco 5.
Do you want a star on your
No,
forehead?
he wins. You know,
Yeah, he might actually end up going for the Disco 5. He likes Disco. He likes
likes
that
Disco,
engine. He wants it. He doesn't care about.
Look,
being
so,
So I
fancy.
got distinctions here
Listen,
today.
here's the
I got
agreement.
10 out of 10.
Here's
2
the
out of 2.
agreement. We all agree that LR Land Rover is
Is his choice.
his choice. It's a top off-roading car.
Yeah.
And if he wants to move from this brand, which we are not
Look,
advising,
yes. So what are we saying?
then go to the Touareg.
Look, if he wants a newer car, get the new Land Rover
Yeah.
Disco 5. If you want to change a brand, go
Go
to
to the
Touareg.
Touareg, yes.
Thank you.
Or
So-
get the newer Touareg.
Yeah,
This one
yeah.
that's available. It's only one at that price point. You'll have to move fast if
Okay.
you want it, I guess.
Okay, let it go.
So I
let
got
it
two.
go.
You know what? I'm gonna keep. Can you check it? Brennan, can you see my smile? It's not arrogant. It's just
You're a freaking Frenchie. That's
It's just-
what you are.
like knowing smile.
But I want us to start keeping score.
I won.
I
I'm
want
the
us
leader.
to start. Nah, never.
I'm two. No one has ever won as many as I have. So let's move on.
No. Anyway, moving right
Someone's gonna
along.
commit suicide in his. What car did he choose last week? In that convertible that he chose the other week. Let's go on.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Is this guy going to be on that Lexus?
For the
What?
rest
Did
of
someone hurt you who drove a Lexus?
For the rest of my life, he knows Len. In fact, I wanted to ask you: would you have bought that Lexus
You.
convertible?
if that was
And
my
drove
budget,
it when,
if that was my budget,
you drove it.
yeah, I love convertibles.
Oh, the Lexus one,
I would have bought it with that budget.
and drove it.
Okay,
around.
no. Let me answer you. No. Let me answer you. In fact, let me answer you. If I would have bought it, right? Because you said he's not me. If I were him,
Yeah.
because I would have gone for either a 330i or 335 Cabriolet M Sport pack.
The question
That
was
thing, no, but I get it. Hence I'm saying the question was not BMW because he's him. So if you ask me,
Oh, he he said.
but
he
because
does not
he's
want
him,
a VW.
if I was him, I'd buy it. But if you ask me if I would buy it, no, I would buy the BM.
And what's my gang? But
I
you
would
know
buy
what
the
you should
IS.
have done if you really trust your brand. You should have stuck to and try and convince.
No,
him.
it's not that it's my
But
brand.
You sort of.
It's a-
cocked out
it's
a
a-
little
yeah, it's a
bit. But
brand
it's
I
fine.
prefer.
And went to the most
No,
boring.
I tried to stick to
You know,
the
it's
brief.
Driving
there was,
Miss
there was a
Daisy.
car called Sabre.
Sub.
Chrysler.
Is it not
Sabre.
sub?
Sabre was a Nissan.
No, oh, there was a
Sentra, and then there was that comping hatchback thing.
There was a Chrysler convertible.
No, that is the...
Not Crossfire.
My neighbor had one.
Not a Crossfire.
But that thing is ugly, man.
One.
No, it's not the same.
Same vibe.
Nah, never.
Not the Crossfire.
But if he's watching,
okay,
go check out a 335 Cabriolet. You'll be happy.
I know he didn't give you feedback yet because it's made up. But anyway, just when you do, when you do,
so I decided that in my life would have said Tuso's other car was right.
The guy that was called probably works in the office, was reading a script like, yeah, I had it, and he mentioned the wrong car. Remember?
Yeah.
But anyway,
he was looking at a Volvo.
Moving right along.
So anyway, guys, I picked up something. The MD of VW South Africa is calling out to the government to intervene with the influx and, as she called it, flooding of the market by the Chinese. She says, we are stationed here. We are building cars here. They're building 2 cars, the Polo and the Cross Polo in the Eastern Cape. And they're going to introduce a third model that's called a Terra in Brazil. I don't know what they'll call it here. And she's saying, look, we've struggled with load shedding. We're investing in generators, alternative power. We are creating jobs here. We are training people. We are committed to South Africa. Yet the government is not doing anything about stopping these guys because they can't compete. He says we don't have a big enough manufacturing base for parts manufacturing to allow dropping of scale of price, volumes of scale. Yeah. Huh?
Volume, yeah.
No, it's what of scales, not volume.
Not volume of scale. Yeah. But you know what I mean. Yeah. So she's saying, look, we are doing what we can to stay in the country, but government, please do something.
And they're already getting like big rebates on tax.
That's what.
And huge discounts. They get. There's a reason why they are. It's not because they love us.
No, of course they must make money.
They must make money, and they were wooed. But again,
and I get happy. Sorry, a little bit. I was reading somewhere that in Africa, I get they forced to do EV now in Europe. So here, they are they're still going to continue with the combustible engine.
Not combustible. Combustion. Combustible means it.
Okay, combustion. I don't know shit about cars. But anyway, what I read,
how about English, clearly?
So what I read, that's not funny. William, please. So what I read is that
English.
So they
when I found la batini langa moto.
No, that's funny, girl, and that's not funny.
It's not even funny. It's not even reading the whole.
So
maybe we should write Vanagalo.
You had a bad week last week, my man.
He can't read.
And then you continue again.
And then today is like not a combustible engine.
So they say they're continuing with that in Africa for the foreseeable future. They're not going EV. So I think maybe that's one of the reasons why Bala, because the Chinese people, they are coming.
It's a tough one for me.
Strong.
It's a tough one for me. Here's South Africa with a struggling economy. You really need the Chinese market. These guys have not done themselves a favor by being expensive. Very few people can afford a Polo.
Remember a few episodes ago we spoke about the price of the Polo.
The Polo, it's expensive.
344
so
something.
Comes these cars,
a
Vivo, and these guys are giving people access to cars. You can't stop that because the economy allows it. And China knows this market, knows the African market. This is what they want. They've been protected from other markets. You can't import a car, for example, from England and just bring it. It becomes, it's almost impossible and expensive. So they've been from importing cars. They've been given tax breaks. They've been given a whole lot of support by the government to try keep them in South Africa. Yes, there was load shedding, and the load shedding, and them putting
it's being sorted out as well.
Yeah, and them putting. It's like someone saying, apartheid was good, it built roads. No, it didn't build roads. It needed roads to get the gold out for themselves. They didn't care about, I'm building roads for these guys to go. No, they wanted roads and railway to go take out the gold and sell it. So their investment in solar, it actually benefits them. Now we are also losing revenue from electricity. So all I'm saying is, you can't expect the government to stop these cars from coming in, the Chinese cars, because the market wants them. Because the current situation, even your people working for you most probably can't afford a Polo.
They can't afford the
So
same cars are
you
building.
see, so you might find people that are building, a guy will gladly get into his Chinese car to go build the German car. So I think be more creative.
Last week there was an article where they were actually praising their factory to say, our footprint, carbon, we are reducing because we've increased.
And they've also got that.
We've increased the capacity, the plant to go sort of solar. Ne? Now, government agree is it, you were talking tax rebate? Ne? A lot of it. I think it's 150% or something like that. It's a high percentage.
High percentage.
You understand, or what they can get back. So this article I gave they are happy. Now happy they are coming and they are crying about having done the same.
I
The
get
same
it.
thing that they were boasting
That
about.
they were boasting about. Now they're saying, we're doing this and like a coward.
I
So
do
I'm not.
get it. Like America is charging huge tariff for Chinese cars to try to protect the American brands. Fair enough. I do get it. I do get where they're coming
See,
from.
they've got American brands that they're
Yes,
building.
you know. But again, American brands, the market is different. They've got a bit more money than us. We need the Chinese cars. I'm sorry, we need them in this market.
And
because they answer a lot of questions.
That protectionism sort of will just make cars more expensive, and people won't be happy.
And the thing is
That's
that
the problem.
And with people
yeah,
are
this is my
struggling in this
problem is that
economy
they
already.
also were played. They also their pricing was a bit too high. They knew that they could.
I
get the
think
price.
they were getting away with it for so long. Now all of a sudden, the new kid on the block is here, and they're like, "Ah, shit, we can't go down."
And you know
it's
what
not
they
going
had to do if they VW's got such brand loyalty in South Africa. If they had to produce a cheap car, maybe say Sauda, and they make it cheap, even if it doesn't have all, make it cheap, affordable. People would run to it because it's got such a full. The thing is that it's just simple affordability. A lot of people I know that today when I was cutting my hair, a guy was sitting there.
How long did that take?
Wow.
Anyway, carry on. Yeah.
He was late. He was late, by the way. Probably started at 2.
Now I'm here. I'm putting facts on facts. This guy is looking at some.
Chinua overheat.
Who was doing it? Your gardener with the lawnmower?
Chin was combustible. Like
Muchini combusted.
Anyway, carry on.
You need a machine with an engine, right?
I'm gonna keep quiet. That's okay. Oh God, let me keep quiet. Let me keep quiet about my
No,
head.
talk, man.
Where was I?
Hey, boss, you must pay me more. Eh? It's a lot of work.
You need to finish cutting the grass.
Anyway, yeah.
Where was I?
You're not helping, bro. You're not helping.
Where was I?
You're talking about protectionism. They could have come up with a cheaper car, and people will still buy it.
You lost your train.
No, oh yes, I was cutting my hair. Yes. So this guy comes. They've got big keys, these Chinese cars. I don't know. It's quite. I was like, "What car is that?" And he told me it's a Cherry. No, finish. Get over and done with it.
No,
He's laughing.
I'm done.
No, man.
Well, I'm done laughing. Speak now.
So it's a big. So he was Cherry, and he's like, "Look, I actually went and looked at the Tiguan. I wanted it. I saved 280,000. In that is what? It's about 5,000 rands a month.
Wow.
And that's 280
That's
is about
more.
it's about
5,000.
let's say 4,000 rands a month saving. So with a Tiguan,
more.
he could have with his 5,006, he could have bought a Tiguan and a townhouse go cars.
It's about 5,600. Yeah, almost.
You understand? He could have bought a little house in Kagisho and a car with. So and it's like it's got everything and it's got motor plan 150,000 or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's ridiculous.
So-
and I don't know how many years.
A million warranty will
10
double
years
check.
or
10
something
years,
like
1
that.
million. So VW, I still maintain offer. If you had to just make it cheaper a bit, just benchmark these guys, even with less goods inside, people will buy it. Not in South Africa. People will buy
But
the VW.
remember, Happy, you spoke about the German factory closing, I guess. And this one is one of their flagship factories that's making quite a bit of money for them. So they are trying, but they're just trying to protect their business interest. And then no, hey, we're employing this amount of people, and the people are going to lose jobs, and the whole supply chain thing, you know.
And it's fair, you know. It's fair because they might lose jobs, but it's how the world moves. It's like one day's music. I say, hey guys, we've opened a lot of CD stores. Protect us from Spotify.
Adapt to
Just
die.
Adapt. You know?
It's like what we spoke about India and Pakistan the other time.
What?
The tournament. India's the big boys. India, the big boys, they just come in and the demand, you know.
So talking about adapting or dying, the Renault has taken a Mazda H2. It's a commercial vehicle. I'll put it up. It uses combustion, not combustible, hydrogen and battery. So actually, what I want to talk this hydrogen gas gives it about 700 kilometers of range on a single fuel, and refueling is like 5 minutes. And there were other cars that were made of that had hydrogen. One of them that I remember, the first one was a Honda Clarity. It would give you about 400 kilometers, 100 kilowatts of power, which is a standard Polo, ne? A bit more powerful than a Polo. And then there was a Toyota Mirai. Is it Mirai? Mirai, yeah. And it gave you...
Did you almost say Mariah Carey?
No, that's how I remember it.
Say Mariah
No, that's how I remember it. It would give you 600 kilometers of range. So why aren't we using hydrogen? I still ask, because everything I've read, the biggest thing is, they say the biggest expense is to extract it from the atmosphere, because hydrogen is the most abundant substance. The problem is to extract it from the oxygen, because it clings on to, it doesn't stand alone, it just always clings, it becomes water, H2O.
Okay.
Two more, yeah.
Is that why the name of the show is H2O?
Yes. So it clings to other things, so to extract it is quite expensive. But I'm thinking, it can't be more expensive than going to a sea, drilling, taking out oil. So why aren't we using hydrogen? Why are we using battery? Because batteries have got a limit. I mean, they can't give you 700 Ks. They've got getting rid of it. If you put hydrogen and you drive, what comes out of the exhaust is water. It's the most greenest, efficient way. And if you can use it, instead of a battery, put a hydrogen cell and a combustion cell, I mean, isn't that green enough? And then
it's net zero.
It's net zero.
You take it from the atmosphere, you put it back into the atmosphere.
So why is it that
There's no impact at all?
Yes, because you extract it, you put in a fuel cell. What comes out is water. It goes into it's just it will never run out.
Maybe it doesn't serve the agenda of the powers that.
This is where I'm thinking, Uguti. This is where I'm thinking, Uguti. Maybe someone invested in batteries, a lot of money in batteries, and now he wants his money back. So he's forcing everyone to buy batteries. Once he's got his money, he's going to be like, guys, I got hydrogen. I don't know. Why aren't we using it? Because I'm looking at the refuelings, 3 minutes. The Toyota Mirai, 10 minutes, 5 minutes to refuel. It gives you 650 K, so you can refill here, get to Durban. 114 kilowatts is good power for a nice little sedan, for a Polo type sedan. It's dead quiet. It's abundant. It's a garage. It's the same system as you'd have a Shell that has hydrogen. Why aren't we using hydrogen?
Well, I don't know, buddy. But someone died.
Maybe
for
they
having created that. Do you know that? They killed
the
them.
extraction, yes, and maybe the investment in fueling stations, if I may call it that.
But it's the same thing. They're putting investment to plugs in
No,
every
fair
station.
enough.
You know?
So they could do that.
They're
yes.
in hydrogen.
I think it's what he's saying. The powers that be.
Powers that be.
Because
For
Shell
now-
could just say, we do oil and hydrogen. And then you could choose. And the expense is much.
Maybe it's not profitable.
No, I actually researched. They say the biggest issue is that to extract 100 liters to keep it together, by the time it gets to a car, is 80 liters. You understand? It's hard to keep it, you know? in it's not like liquid. It's hard to keep it. There's a lot of losses. But I'm pretty sure batteries, by the time it's 2 years old, the losses versus you put 100% like a phone, I'm sure it deteriorates too. So
Yeah, after a while.
yeah.
I don't know. There's a guy that was killed, Stanley Myers. He created one of those cars and one of those engines.
And he fell off a building.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Conveniently.
That one was a South African.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
know,
fell
but
off
I'm
a
sorry,
building.
him as well.
No, Stan was having breakfast. He had a brain aneurysm. And
He died.
died.
Too intelligent.
So now, remember, I think we spoke about that Lighty, the grade 10 student in South Africa.
Which one?
Munei something.
Yeah.
He also created a hydrogen
Cell.
powered
Yeah.
engine.
Yeah.
And he's been driving around. And we remember we said,
Yeah.
oh, was it on the group when we said
Yeah.
he must make sure he stays away from
From
any
the edge of a
balcony
building.
to
Yeah.
understand or what he eats. Because as Tuso is saying, the powers that be. But I also read an article, BMW's got something.
iX5. BMW had
Yeah.
an iX5. It had a 7 Series with a hydrogen cell. It just, and it was like done. And then it just pulled back.
So I wonder maybe the powers that be.
Look, the cars that I know, there's a Toyota Mirai. Mirai Carry. There's a Hyundai Nexo. There's a BMW iX5. There's a Honda Clarity. All of these cars are there. They're ready. They can refuel. They can give you 100 Ks. And there's some, even this Renault Master H2. It's got.
But this one, BMW. Well, where I'm reading, it says in February 2024.
What? Yes, cars are still, like a Mirai, they still we could buy a Mirai. The only problem is that they can manufacture it. No one is now investing in hydrogen. And they started a bit in Europe to invest in hydrogen and then suddenly stopped.
Yeah.
This, if you
What
want to go
came
green, I
from
think this is the
somewhere.
situation because the batteries also are a problem to get rid of one day. To mine the batteries are a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, disposal is going to be a thing, yeah.
So, I don't know.
What are you saying? You in favor of it?
No, I've always said this is the best,
This is the future.
the future, because it's abundant. And if you're going to invest money in going to drill oil, you can just take it from the atmosphere. Yes, it's going to cost. And you can they can still make money. Charge us 5 rand. What is a liter of petrol? 20 bucks.
Yeah.
They'll probably charge us 20 bucks for the hydrogen.
Let me just read a few of these. I won't go into details, just the headlines, right? Challenges are lack of infrastructure, high production and storage costs. Hydrogen is flammable and leaks easily.
Petrol.
Hydrogen carries less energy per unit volume than fossil fuels. Hydrogen production
Batteries.
can be energy intensive.
Petrol.
Hydrogen fuel is expensive.
Petrol.
Hydrogen cars are less efficient than electric vehicles. Sorry.
For how long? The first year, maybe the first 4 years, first 3 years, and then what? And what is efficiency if you're gonna the taking and the okay? If you're gonna take hydrogen, put in a car, yes, it's less efficient, but you're gonna have to take a battery, put in a car. When it's done, you have to dispose of it. Disposing of it requires other additional stuff. So I don't get the argument. It's flammable. Oh wow. I suppose petrol, if there's a fire, put petrol to switch it off. It's flammable. I mean, petrol is
No, I
good.
hear you.
I've never heard.
Let's see where it will end up because, as they're saying now, BMW Kiye, with this project that started now this year,
Look, there's a 7
They with
Series
Sasol?
hydrogen.
they would Cecil. So again, BMW Group South Africa, Anglo-American Platinum and Cecil launched a pilot fleet of BMW
Hydrogen. Yes, iX5s. Look,
for testing.
can I tell you something? This is very funny. If you can Google, there was a BMW 7 Series, I think in the early 2000s, had a hydrogen cell. Just Google it. You'll see that there was one that was tested and it was working in the 2000s. The Honda Clarity is a 2008 invention. It's there, it's working.
BMW may offer production vehicle in the second half of this decade. Thought they're going to say second half of the year, second half of the decade.
So I think
That's
it's just
something that's not close to happening as yet.
Well, but anyways, the Renault Master H2 has got hydrogen, it's got a battery, and I think it weigh the same as a moon, I'm sure. But it gives you 700 kilometers of range, and it's because it's a commercial vehicle and because it's batteries, at the back, you can make it flat. So it's got more storage, and
space,
it's
yeah.
up for an award actually. It's up for one of the Bakkies or commercial vehicle of the year. So maybe put more hydrogen and combustion together, and cut a bit on batteries, because batteries are heavy.
Yeah,
tools.
no, they're going to be a problem in the future. Definitely.
Anyways, that's me
So yeah,
talking politics. Today we should have called this show politics and boring like politics.
Oh,
Okay.
that's why we had the theater teacher. Theater is boring. bro.
Theatre is lovely. You just
Anyway,
don't have culture.
yeah, let's just wrap it up quickly. Last week we spoke about Frenchies. So we stuck it up to them with the rugby, and then they stuck it up to us with the awards. For some reason, the French
Forgot Rassie.
They overlooked him.
Man.
they
saw that.
overlooked him again. I mean, back-to-back World Cups. Number one team in the world.
It's fine.
You know
What more must a man do?
what? Should you understand?
You must be wee in snails.
They gave it to a French coach, the sevens team, who won the Olympic gold medal. Like, fuck, who gives the F? You know, Rassie won 2 back-to-back World Cups.
And he's got the best team
You
ever.
know, at least we got the player of the year, Peter Steph Tutoy.
Okay.
Look, we had 4 nominees. 4, 3. There were 4 nominees, 3 South Africans. Eben Etzebeth, I think they overlooked him. Peter Steph, look, he's always he's one of those. He's there.
there.
You know, engineer how
Yeah,
he when he's not in the team,
You feel it when he's there.
when he's there, you see the difference. He's working hard. It's the second time he wins it. Eben, look, man, the same with Peter Steph.
Yeah.
But I think it should have gone to Cheslin Colby. He's had a huge impact.
No, Cheslin is a genius.
Yeah, he's had a
genius.
huge impact on the team. He's a genius. What he's done
On
for
the field. Did you see the other one? There's a video, the other match, that Zaza, and then that line. And it's not the first time he
It's
does
not
that.
the first time
he does it all the
that.
time.
I mean, he's the representative of the small people in rugby.
In fact, everyone now is sidestepping like him.
Do you understand? He's
People
got,
are learning how to
I
do
Very
it.
agile. Huh?
when I watched the Wales game last week, when we were playing Wales, how the Wales commentators were drooling over not just Cheslin but the South African
You
team
can't help
as a
it.
whole. You can't help it, ne? And this is what pisses me off with those snail-eating
Punks.
punks and croissant-eating, baguette-eating
Okay, I like croissants.
punks.
But they've got a thing about snails.
They've got an issue with.
But
with
how
Rassie.
do you think they were looking at a plant? It's like, it's moving slow. Eat it.
They should just keep on eating snails because they don't know how to award rugby.
And they don't play great rugby
players.
too.
No, they're playing well actually.
No, they play
So
well,
now
but they
there
don't play
has
great
been
rugby too.
there's a call
Mm-hmm.
to say we need now to meet on the rugby field. We failed in they won in the boardroom. So now let us meet on the
you know
rugby
what the
field.
It's
outcome will be.
The outcome, you know how bad
Look,
it will. It's
and-
like, every time you play against England, South Africa, it's never a simple match. It's always...
It's always the media. You know how the media hypes certain things. I mean, recently, just quickly, and off rugby, ne? India lost to New Zealand cricket at home, and the media was going at them. Virat Kohli must retire.
Yeah, it's just...
2 weeks later,
They
they
beat
go
them.
to Australia. They beat Australia in Australia's background, where they were expected to be smashed. And the old Kohli is back, the master. Form is temporary,
yeah,
plus
it's
is
problematic
permanent.
generally.
Look-
It's always the media that will overhype these things. And I think even with the rugby, the Frenchies and the English, they'll always
There'll always be a
overhype and
north and-
oversell their teams. Look at how they say they've got the best soccer league in the world, England. The last time they won a World Cup was 1963.
Yeah, it's...
Do you understand? You should be doing something better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Have the Frenchies
IRB.
ever won a World Cup?
Rugby, never.
And I don't see them.
They won't.
They won't.
And
Maybe if they quit the
you
snails.
must know happen the
If
qual.
they quit the snails, they might run.
The qual about last year's World Cup on top of everything.
Oh, we beat them just like that, ne?
Yeah, and we had bid, and the World Cup was supposed to come to us.
Yes,
And then Babata,
yeah, they got it,
from the side.
and then we actually we beat them, ne?
we beat them in the semis.
In the semis.
And everyone was like,
Huge
"Oh."
1 point. We beat them with 1 point as usual, and there was a whole chit-chat. These people,
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu, oui.
Sacre that. Anyway, sorry about my language.
I'm so upset. Let me go have snails.
It was a sucker snail. Anyway, yeah. I just want us as the show.
How do you suck his name?
Yes. So as a show, that car, we honor Dr. Rassie Erasmus as our rugby coach of the year. We give him that award.
All know that
and
you deserve
everyone
it.
else in the world knows that.
In fact, I think of the century, no one has won back-to-back, has it?
No.
Not back-to-back.
Hansen with the All Blacks.
They won back-to-back?
Yeah.
But isn't the fourth a record?
No, remember back-to-back. Look, we
back-to-back.
tied.
No, we got 3 again.
We tied.
Oh, we tied, but
tied.
we got 1 more.
We are back-to-back.
And 2 more.
Yes.
But they are 3. They are 3. No, New Zealand is 3.
Explain.
It's 3.
They've
won.
No,
3.
Linda's talking about back-to-back as in winning it 2 years
2 years
in a row.
no, 4 years.
Come on, let's do
Yeah,
this.
but we've
Let's
done
not-
that.
New Zealand
Let's
has
not
got
do
3.
a jack.
We've got one back-to-back.
Yes, they've also got 1 back-to-back.
But we've won how many World Cups?
4, and they've won 3.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't the 4 World
We
Cups
the
a
4,
record?
yes, they got 3.
We tied.
Just double check.
We tied.
Just double check. Double check, please.
Okay, I'm double checking. Don't do a jack.
I'll get you,
because then someone is going to.
I know we were 3-3 last time. When we won this, we were 4-3.
Yeah, but anyway, Dr. Rassie, my brother, if
Well,
you're
you checking
listening
or
to
not?
the show, yeah, they've got back-to-back.
Yeah, but how many?
3,
And how many do we have?
4.
With the sport.
On that note,
That's the guy that does what for us. Wow. Are you said what? Don't be a jack. What? Who's a jack now?
No, we're done. Are you cut? Thank you.
Yeah, you cut it nicely. I did tell you.
What?
You were 4-3. I remember that.
We're talking about back-to-back here.
Okay, they also did back-to-back, but we've got 1 up on them.
Yes.
That back-to-back, I didn't know I got close.
God, I must also go. I must go pack.
What do we have here? It's your boom boom. Talking what you drive is a new vintage, favorite, old school, on the gram, click back on YouTube. Use loop, vehicle breakdowns to make the air, the horsepower, noise louder, silent partner. You cruise on that car, which one? That car, no boom, use your subscriber. The choice is wiser, an informed driver. It's the point you cover.